Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
Well, this is embarrassing. I did a video where I said that Honda might be putting their garage door remote opener behind a paywall. And of course, I don't like paywalls in cars, and I've talked about that quite a bit on this channel. And Richard sent me a note and said, Steve, you might want to see this article. And the article, of course, says, no, Honda isn't moving the garage door opener to a subscription-only model. And this is from driving.ca. And Matthew Guy wrote the article. Of course, it's Canadian, so it could be Matthew Guy, and I apologize. I've not pronounced it both ways, so I probably got it right one of those two times. But I did a little bit of research, and it looked to me like there was a possibility this was happening, but it turns out no. According to this gentleman, the home link buttons in the new Passport are still an option, though you could buy a MyQ subscription if you want. But the buttons are a very, very expensive dealer-installed option. And is that really the case? I've never owned a foreign car in my life, so I've never owned a Honda. I've mentioned before that my mother owned a Honda, another story altogether. But if there's one thing for which the internet can be counted on, says Matthew Guy, it's a healthy dose of outrage, usually manufactured and repeated ad nauseum. The latest, some dunderhead on Reddit bloviated into the ether about finding his new Honda Passport wasn't equipped with an integrated HomeLink garage door opener buttons, and that he'd have to pay a subscription fee to use the feature. Now, on the surface, that makes for a great headline, and in fact, many outlets ran with such clickbait. And I apologize because I'm one of the outlets that said that this might be the case. At face value, it is true. The manner in which the Reddit poster described trying to access his garage door opener through the MyQ system does require a subscription fee in the hundreds of dollars in order to properly activate, which caused frothing at the mouth allegations that Honda is locking simple functions once broadly included in new cars behind a paywall. But here's the rub, and why you should always come to driving.ca for the full story. And I'll plug this guy all he wants because he's right. Honda has actually done nothing of the sort. Now, the MyQ functionality is a widely used standard for wireless operation in the garage door opener industry and just happens to be part of the ecosystem that plays well with Honda Link, which is its version of OnStar, basically, he says. A quick look at the options page for the new Honda Passport shows a HomeLink equipped rear view mirror available as an accessory, complete with garage door buttons, just like it's been ever since Christ was a cowboy. Now, I don't know what that means when Christ was a cowboy, but it's comical nonetheless. This is a dealer-installed item, meaning it'll be fitted to your new Passport before you take delivery and requires no subscription fees. So Honda has not locked the functionality behind a paywall, despite the clickbait titles you may see elsewhere on the internet. However, and this is an interesting question, he says it's a bigger discussion about the fact that an SUV that costs $65,990 doesn't come standard with the garage door buttons, and actually, those buttons cost $730. So that's a feature that may have been included in the past years, but that's not the point of this post. For now, just be assured that buyers can absolutely equip a new Honda with real, non-paywall locked buttons with which to open their garage door. Those buttons will cost you $730. Now, that's the thing that I have to ask about, because I'm pretty sure my last few vehicles had those buttons just there, and I think it was part of the electronics package. Now, it might be part of a comfort package that puts a light on your rear view, a light on your vanity mirrors, for instance, or whatever. But I don't recall ever paying, especially not $730, to get those buttons there. Now, I did ask if anybody in the audience could guess what a manufacturer's cost would be for those buttons in the car. And a guy told me that he thinks if you counted the materials and parts and labor, it might be $50. I personally think the parts just the parts, that is the buttons and the electronics, would probably be a couple of bucks max. But that's really not the point here, because the question is, was Honda going to paywall the garage door opener functionality? And as Matthew Guy points out, no, they weren't. And that was really just a misinterpretation of the facts through the eyes of somebody on Reddit. And, I violated one of my own rules. I've mentioned before that occasionally I visit Reddit. Whenever I want to see human outrage in its rawest form, I go to Reddit. And you can find people on Reddit who will argue about anything. And you can find people who argue opposite sides of the same coin in the same place on Reddit. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't have an account there. I've never posted there. Never. Okay? But like I said, I've seen some stuff there. But when I saw the article that mentioned the Reddit thread, I actually poked around and found some information, and I found some other sites that said, yes, and now out of context, it's not as meaningful, but in that context where they said, yes, Honda is moving over to this MyQ application, blah, 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 I assumed that was partly confirming the story, because I'll tell you right now, I recently bought a car, about a year ago, actually. And I bought it maybe 2 years ago now. Time flies. And prior to that, I had another vehicle that I traded in on this one. And the previous vehicle had its own mapping software system built into the infotainment center. And so when I got into the brand new car with my salesperson, and I looked at the screen and I go, where's the map? And she goes, oh, you got to plug your phone in. I go, why would my phone need to be plugged in for that software to work? And she goes, oh, they've removed the software. The manufacturer no longer provides that. You've got to use your phone's mapping software. And I'm like, what? And see, that's annoying, because now I have to plug my phone in to use that, and it causes some other weird problems with how the infotainment center touchscreen works. I'm not going to get into it heavily here, but it's stupid. It's stupid. For whatever reason, the manufacturer got rid of the mapping software, said, yeah, bring your own. BYOM, bring your own map. And so it sounded to me like this was an example of that, where somebody said, hey, let's get rid of the buttons up here, make it part of an app, and while we do that, we can put it behind a paywall. I now admit 100% wrong. Now, I'll tell you right now, my nightmare is that in about 6 hours, someone's going to send me another email going, Steve, you might want to check this out. And it's going to be, no, Honda really is putting it behind a paywall. But as of right now, it looks like they aren't. Okay? So if I had to guess, I'd say they're not. I am still perplexed at the idea that they don't have a factory installed remote garage door opener. You have to get it as a dealer add-on. And that, to me, I don't like that as much. Among other things, what happens if something goes wrong? Did the dealer install it wrong? Or are they going to blame the manufacturer? Is the manufacturer going to blame the dealer? I hate to see a situation where people can blame each other for defects in a vehicle. As a lemon law lawyer, that gets my attention. So I'm not too crazy about that idea. But then again, there's a lot of things in this world I'm not too crazy about. You may have gathered that by now. But I take my hat off to Matthew Guy, and I apologize, it might be Matthew Guy. I've got many great friends in Canada, and I know that many of them have French backgrounds or French language skills, and it very well could be Guy or it could be Guy. I don't know, and I'm just literally pointing that out because I feel bad about pronunciations of names. However, driving.ca is the story source. Richard sent me a note and said, Steve, you might want to check this out. And by the way, he's the only person who sent me that note. And I'm starting to wonder if perhaps it's because so many people feel bad. But if I post a story that is rebutted in the news almost instantly, feel free to send me a link that says, hey, Steve, check this out. Because that's what Richard did. And I appreciate the fact that Richard did that. So again, Matthew Guy, or Guy, driving.ca. No, Honda isn't moving garage door opening to a subscription-only model. And yes, I apologize for having thought that they did and having said that they did. And as noted before, I wouldn't know that from firsthand knowledge, having never owned a Honda. But there you go. Questions or comments, put them below. Let's talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. It is much better to walk alone in the right direction than to follow the herd hiking in the wrong direction.